Hello, and welcome to the Hard Cannon Podcast. I'm your host, Epic Rave Comedy, back for some more laughs as we dive deep down into lore, literature, and culture as we find out our absolute canon moments. But today we're going to be taking a step away from that just to have a little bit of laughs and a little bit of vibes for one of the best shows ever to pop up on television, The Office. We're going to take a deep dive in some of the characters, some of the themes, some of their emotional choices, and probably some of the theories that have been trolling around for the past, God, I don't know, almost 10, 15 years at this point. But I'm joined by a buddy of mine today. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing right, bud. How are you doing?
I'm good. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh man, I don't like doing that. What's up? I'm Justin. Yeah, worked with Ray before, and yeah. In this regards to The Office, I've seen the series. I lost count of how many times. It's almost memorized at this point. So,
Would you say you're one of the super fans that they made the episodes for?
oh yeah, those I love that they did the super fan episodes and included the extended scenes.
It's something that that's the only way I think I can actually watch The Office now is strictly only that way because when you watch it through just the regular seasons or possibly on DVD
It,
if you
it
own
feels
it,
like you miss out on a lot.
you do. Like they have like a extra like 15 possibly in some episodes an extra 15 possibly 20 minutes of content that you would have missed in the regular episodes.
Oh yeah.
And then
It definitely makes a difference, and you see a lot more character development that way too.
especially like the choices and like the conversations they have when sometimes they break the third wall for certain things as well. But
Oh yeah.
what would you say for you? Just starting off, we're gonna start with what would you say would be one of your favorite cold openings, or what would you say are some of your favorite cold openings?
Ooh. Um. Fire safety's pretty up there.
Yeah, I agree with
Um.
that.
And then I'll go with one of my favorite episodes, which is debatable for some people. Is Dinner Party. The cold open to Dinner Party is hysterical, where Michael finally catches Jim, and it's like, "But you said you had no plans," and Jim's like,
Crap.
You got me.
He's like he knew he was
And
gonna get him. Like he makes his schedule. I've checked everything for the past few weeks. You're coming to this dinner party.
mm-hmm.
And then let me see one of my favorites also it's one of my favorites is the fire star episode, but also is when Jim finds out that Stanley just does not care and like his obliviousness is just perfect.
Oh,
And they all
and
try
they
to do
just
something just to get him to like notice and he's just blank
yeah,
throughout the entire day. Like
I thoroughly enjoyed that. And Dwight just has a horse at the end of that open, just right there next to him. He's got a little mini horse, and it's like, how are you not going to notice a mini horse?
I think it's at a point where we all wish we were like standing just a little bit. We're just glancing over everything because like he realizes like this is just a typical day at the office. They're gonna try and do everything to make this more weirder than it is. I'm just gonna just board
Like,
the only two things he
just
noticed.
I'm
The
just
only
going to avoid. Just I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt at this point. Is what I think he's thinking.
exact and like what the only time he actually acknowledges two things I believe is when he Andy answers his question about the crossword puzzle and
Yep.
then he notices that the clock is wrong and he ends
Yep.
up leaving and then he says bye to Pam but doesn't even look at her. I'm like this man is oblivious in a way that a lot of us should be like not ignoring life just like I'm here for the vibes.
Just mind your business.
You will live
Like,
longer that way.
right?
Stanley is still one of my favorite characters. It's the
He just
dude
he
is
does
just
not
like
care.
like what it, when oh and Pretzel Day.
Oh, Pretzel Day was good. Just as a whole episode.
Like every morning I get up to bed that's too small, drive my daughter to that's a school that I can't afford, and I get to a job that get paid too little. But Pretzel Day, well, I like
I
Pretzel
like
Day.
Pretzel Day. You're able to do that impression way too well.
I've watched a lot. I watched a lot of the episodes way too much. I like
Oh
pretzel
man.
day. I I thought about having a mustache. I'm like, I just can't have a mustache on my face.
just the mustache.
Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't. People have seen me with the
Nope.
beard for way too long just to have the mustache. I'm like, no. I even
Oh,
cut my
see,
beard
like
one time to see what it looked like. I'm like, no, no, we're not doing this.
now you see, like I've seen some pretty epic mustaches out there. As we're getting off on this little tangent, seen some pretty epic mustaches, but most
You're
of the
absolutely right.
time, most of the time it's like, bro, just it, it's beard or nothing, or at least a goatee.
There,
Goatee. Some people can pull it off.
there's some people that have the beard, but it's so patchy and it's just so full of holes. It's like, just let it go. Just let it go.
Just let it go. Like you can grow the goatee, just shave the sides, bud. Like
Like Mother Nature was not kind to you. Just let it go. Just And then there's some dudes that have like the Norse size beards that go down to like their waistline. It's like, how much is too much?
it's impressive, but it's like the maintenance on it.
Yeah,
Because
and like
when you start getting like a full beard, like it's work, man.
combing, washing, beard oils, all that stuff.
Oh, speaking of great beards, look at the three of the characters that left the office and continue doing like movies and such. Look at the great beards they've grown. John Krasinski's beard,
Yes.
great. Roy, his beard, awesome. Mike, freaking Steve Carell's beard, amazing. Like these guys,
They've
great
managed to do
beards.
it. And like they what is it? Like Creed's beard at the end of the show was even a nice cool beard, honestly.
Oh yeah, where he was has been in hiding for at least he was in hiding for what, over a year since the episode aired.
Yep. And he just popped in. It's like, oh, didn't expect you guys to be here. All right then.
Uh, yeah, was he doing laundry in the bathroom or something?
I think he was taking a semi like I think he made like a semi type of like shower, like he was washing and he was coming out.
Oh, the sink shower. Yeah.
But that and then what there's one more cold opening that I'm trying to remember. I can't seem to remember what it was. Oh, the Michael's Last Dundee, that one.
Mm.
And then he ends up giving it to Merriff, and then like the welfare care is like, I don't want to go in there. It's like, okay, let's just go. Come on, let's go, go. Like,
When they were giving her the Dundee nomination,
she's like,
and
I
she's
got a
like, "You guys can
Dundee.
come in. I got napkins."
But and it's like, and then Michael's relationship with all the characters, which is one thing I love about the show, is very very different with each character. He's not have the same relationship with each character. He
Yeah.
has one separate one for each one. And whether they are on screen a lot or they're on screen a short amount of time in the episodes, he has a different one with each one. Jim, Pam, Dwight, Angela, Oscar, Daryl, Andy, everyone's relationship with him is completely different. The way he talks with them, interacts with them, they're all, even the warehouse guys, even though they're all
Oh
usually grouped
yeah.
together for episodes, he talks to each one of them individually and differently.
And it's funny when he goes to do his goodbyes that he does give people, certain gifts depending on, like their relationship with him. Except for Oscar.
Oscar. That was diabolical what he did. He knew what he did. He knew what he
Oh, he
did.
knows exactly what he did. Knows exactly what he did there.
And I think what was it? Oscar was probably the most like the most legitimate person to him. Like he talked to him like, Michael, if we don't do this, things are gonna go bad. There's only two people that usually talk to him like that. Like they gave him the unaltered God, my words. They gave him the unfiltered truth, and that was Jim, and that was Oscar. They told him like, dude, you're messing up, or this is gonna go badly if you don't fix
And
this.
Pam did too.
Pam did as well. Pam did as well. Dwight was probably the he
Oh,
kissed his butt
Dwight
the
was a
most
super honest,
when he
but
asked him to be.
Dwight
Yes,
was Dwight was super. Like, if you asked Dwight a direct question, he would give you a direct answer, or he'd be very, oh, I'm about to sneeze, but
blunt.
like, yeah, blunt, or do things very direct. Hold on.
There you go.
Ah, there we go. Ah, finally. I hate when I have to sneeze.
And then
But even when Jim is like, "Hey, toss me or throw me my phone," instead of just tossing it to where you can catch it, Dwight picks it up and just chucks it at him.
breaking it.
Yeah,
And then when Pam asks him like, "Hey, do you think I'm still hot?" And he's like, "You're
and
about average."
he gives her like a full layout
And he's
of like,
honest. He's completely honest.
yeah, and she's like, "Yep, that's what I wanted."
And like everyone else seems to beat around the bush with it, or they're like brutally honest. The White gives an honest yet a he's not saying this to put her to down put her. He's saying like, okay, like you are attractive in some type of way. It's not so much now that you're having the kid. Like I don't find you sexually attractive, but you are in some
Yeah,
form of attractiveness to you. Wait, like it probably went downhill a little bit, but there's some form of attraction to you. Like he's blunt, but
but
he's
he's
not there to
doing
make her
and
cry.
no, but he's stating like biological facts that like humans don't normally pick up on because just in the back wiring of the brain. But he's just like, yeah, this is how it is.
Pretty much. And then we're gonna segue into this one. This is a character. We're gonna talk about a character that is not particularly fond of in the office. He has very very weird interactions, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, and that's Toby. Before we
Oh,
dive into
Toby.
Toby, like the Michael Toby hate is so prominent throughout the episodes. Like they dedicated probably 3 or 4 videos to Michael hating Toby. And like, what was your opinion? Like, why do you think he hated him like just so much?
I mean, it's his way of management versus HR. They don't get along that well. Like your typical HR, yeah. Michael's entire management style would be a big no-no,
Oh, for sure. The stuff he
and
gets
that's
away
where
with and still has a
they.
job, yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then like Toby's a lot of times just being very honest and direct with them, and he's like Michael, we can't do this. Like corporate's gonna. He's like Toby, shut up. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to prevent you from getting into trouble more than you already are in some days. Like, just don't. And then there's some days I'm
yeah.
like, Toby, like, leave him alone. Just let it go. Like,
Just
what he's gonna do right now is it's gonna burn, but it's gonna pay off in the long run.
Tube City, you owe me one. Um,
And then like the counseling session, I actually thought that might have been a turnaround for the relationship for a while because they were just talking
yeah,
openly, and then it just like, nope, knew it.
like Toby had him on the ropes there for a little bit to try and you know uh like he was actually giving him quality therapy, and
Michael picked up on it.
Michael figured he figured it out. Toby pushed a little bit too far, like in his therapizing.
And then there, I honestly want to say like the interactions he had with Pam. When I first started watching the show, I saw him as like, oh, he's trying to be a friend, but then like after a while, it's like, oh, he's not trying to be a friend. He's trying to be something else. Like
Oh yeah,
he's definitely trying to do something else.
especially during the lock-in where they got locked inside,
Oh my gosh.
and he's like, and that's when he made his announcement that he's going to Costa Rica, and
Yep, puts a hand on her
the
leg
the,
and it
the,
just like
the
dips.
super awkward, and then he jumps over the fence.
And then like and then we're gonna dive into this theory that's honestly is probably not even a theory anymore because the Office show has honestly acknowledged at this point. Do you, and like I'll ask this to the viewers later on, do you all believe that Toby was the strangler?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Toby was the strangler.
Because like, and I pointed this out to Justin, I think last night, the episode where they have the guy cornered and they're literally getting ready to take off. Like the guy gets in his car and takes off. If you notice in the scene, Toby isn't there. And like I might have to go
Yeah.
back and look and check again, like just to see when they're all like filing, trying to run and leave. Toby isn't there. Now, if he is in like what is it? If he's in Costa Rica or something like that, or he's like gone away, like someone can correct me on that. But as far as I know, when I watched that scene, Toby was not there. So that's one of your
I don't
clues
believe he
right there.
was. Yeah, I don't think he was. But again, I have to rewatch that episode to absolutely confirm.
And then like I think you also pointed something out when they were talking about the money they should do, and he said like testing the office air for what was it? I think you said it was radon,
Yeah.
radon and asbestos, and Michael turned him down like flatly. And what did he end up saying? I forgot what he say.
Um, it's like you'll see, you'll all see, or something like that. Because
Because
he's like, oh, Michael's like, or Toby made a statement. He's like, Radon's a silent killer, and then Michael's like, you're a silent killer.
go back to the annex.
Yeah, and I think that was the exact quote was, "You're a silent killer. Go back to the annex." Um, and then Toby made that statement.
And then one of the other instances when Dwight fires the gun off in the office, and then Toby's running like, I heard a loud sound. What happened? And he's like, oh my god, I get to use the files. I'm like, dude, why are you
Oh,
happy that someone just
the
got?
terrorist report.
And it's like, why are you so happy right now that the gun just got fired off in the office? And then I'm genuinely honestly surprised. Like a gun is pretty loud.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if I was to fire off my apartment, the people living under me and over me and next to me, they would hear it. It would be a little muffled because of the walls, but they would hear it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, how do you just walk in and it's like, hey, what's going on? Like you just didn't
Like
hear a gun getting
you know
fired off
what's
in the
going
office.
on.
And then you also point out as well that you said the strangle stopped happening after Toby went to Costa Rica.
Right.
Now, were there did he talk about or were there strangles happening in Costa Rica while he was there or
No, cause so he went. He got there, and then he went ziplining on the first day, and ended up in the hospital.
gotcha, okay, gotcha.
And then when he gets back from Costa Rica is when David Wallace sends Holly to Nashua.
And
And
then
yeah,
what was it like the there and then we'll ultimately talk about like so let's focus on like the case the whole time he seemed like and we spoke about this briefly that he felt remorseful for like the guy going to jail and everything and that he ended up eventually going to the jail to confess. I'm not sure exactly what it said. I'm pretty sure we could guess to what he said, but he went in there, he said
yeah,
something, and next you know he had a very, very damaged neck coming out.
yeah, Mm. yeah. He in the Superfan episodes, he calls and like he tells them that he was juror number 8 for the trial, and this is to this quote unquote strangler in prison, and is trying to get permission, to come talk to him in person. So after that,
He felt
he
conflicted.
goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure he goes there and tells him like, hey, sorry you're serving my sentence for me, but you also don't hear of any. So I'm going to play devil's advocate. Even after the strangler, quote unquote, gets arrested and George Howard Scub is in prison, the stranglings do stop, as far as I know.
because he realized like the guy is caught, and if he kept going, the guy would be set free, and they would start looking for him again.
Yeah, and no, Michael was still there. So I was trying to think if the stranglings also stopped after Michael left.
No, they kept going because wait,
No, no, they stopped while Michael was still there.
okay. And like you and I spoke about it briefly. We were obviously they couldn't take they couldn't take Michael out, but like I was always curious why he never tried to take out Michael, because I know there was some deep hate down there for Michael in
Oh
some
yeah.
way.
I mean, even though he doesn't show it, there probably was some kind of animosity that Toby had for him.
Also, where was Toby at Jim and Pam's wedding?
Yes, Toby was there.
He was okay. He just didn't go down the aisle like everyone else did.
Um, I don't remember if he did or didn't.
Because I watched the Superfan episode and I did not see him come down the aisle, but I think I do remember him being there at the 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 dinner, the big giant dinner, when
He was
everybody
at
finds
the
out.
he was at he was at the reception before the wedding, and then he told Michael that he had an extra bed that he could stay in
Oh, he
because
would have
he had
died.
a 2 bedroom suite because Michael didn't have a reservation. Excuse me. Um,
Michael would have
so
died that night if he'd stayed there. He would have died that night. I know that he'd have made like an accent, but he would have died.
quite possibly.
And
Excuse me. But yeah, no, I know Toby was there at the wedding.
and just like even as it got towards the end of the show, I think the Toby hate started to dwindle more once Michael left, but it was like the hate wasn't there, but it was just it was like still like a dislike of Toby and something. And I think that was their way of just honoring Michael after he left. It was like we don't hate Toby, we're gonna dislike him because we got to keep that got to keep the appearances up in some type of way.
Yeah, and even so, when Dwight finally became manager, he let Toby go when he let Kevin go.
Oh, he fired both of them.
Yeah, so Stanley retired. He fired Kevin and he fired Toby all at the same time.
What was the I know why he fired Kevin, because that was in the finale. Like you were just terrible at your job, and that, oh my
Yeah,
god, that stuff he said about the computer. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't even
we
want to
had to
know.
destroy your computer.
And I was like, what was he
um,
looking like? Oh my gosh. But and then what was the reason Toby got fired?
um, Toby got. I don't remember what reason he gave Toby
I'm gonna have to go look at that again. Because I was under the impression it's
because
just Stanley retired and Kevin got fired. I wasn't sure what everything else was.
yep, he had 3 cakes. One for Stanley's retirement, Kevin's fire, Toby got fired.
Gotcha, gotcha. Wait, so who took over HR? We're probably not even gonna be able to figure that out, honestly.
I don't think they ever showed a new HR rep.
Because let me see, like, because from the episode where he proposes to Angela to the end of the episode of the finale, um, we we see 4 people get fired, and so Stanley retires, Kevin and Toby get fired, and then he fires Jim and Pam, but strictly only so they can get the severance package. And
Yeah, yeah, because when at the finale, Jim gets or Daryl comes back and tells him about the athlete, everything going, up and up and up, and Pam, I'm pretty sure Pam has been, obviously talking to Daryl and like, hey, like, what's going on at the company? Because she had put up the house for sale behind Jim's back. So
that's right, that's right. And then like, well, wait, so here, so Creed was fired or he got let go. I believe he got fired.
I know Creed just disappeared. Wait,
Okay, he
no, yeah,
disappeared.
Creed disappeared because he didn't get arrested until the finale.
Gotcha. So the only people that were left from the original cast that was in the office still was Dwight, Angela. Oscar was there, but he was running for senator, I believe, or
Hmm.
governor. I think it was senator.
Dwight, Angela, Phyllis, Oscar, um, Meredith.
Yes, because Meredith went to college. Let's see here. Um, Jim and Pam, but they got fired in the last episode. And then let's see. I think that's it. Like from like I'm thinking in terms of like the very first episode.
Yeah, I think we named all of them.
Yeah. And then let's see. And then while we're talking about Dwight, like the change from the first episode to what we get now, it's a very drastic change, and it starts to like slowly get better. I think around season I want to say 7 and 8, and it comes to a better fruition in scene 9.
So I think his biggest character change was when Angela had the baby.
Yes, Philip.
Yes. And then even more change happened when I think it was either the last episode or the second to last episode when Angela finally told him that Philip was his. Like, confirmed it.
And like we all knew, and I don't understand why she was lying to him.
Oh
Is
yeah,
like,
everybody knew it.
and like so even before the pilot aired, they were sleeping with each other in that office already, right?
Uh, Before the pilot,
Yeah, I think they were already sleeping with each other. I think
I believe so.
because
I
like the
believe
the
so.
the affair the affair became into light. I believe in the second season, like you knew like something was going on.
Yeah,
And then what was it? The third season, like it got confirmed, like okay, they're actually doing something, and like what was it? They were just not telling everyone, but like you knew, like the way they were looking at each other, and the way she was denying, but constantly looking at the white when it was happening. And I think
yeah.
what season did Phyllis actually tell The Office?
Oh, that they were having an affair.
Yeah,
It was during Moroccan Christmas. So
season 4.
no, because well,
Because she was
so
engaged to Andy.
Phyllis found out about it at Goodbye Toby,
Season
and
4. That was
then
season 4. That was season 4.
okay, and then Toby came back because Toby was a part of Moroccan Christmas because Michael asked him for brochures to send Meredith to rehab.
Ah, okay. Okay, so let me see. So Toby's last day was that I mean, goodbye Toby was the end of season 4, and that's when Holly showed up. And what was it? Holly got sent out, I think, either the mid or close to the end of season 5, I believe, and that's when Toby came back.
Okay, yeah,
So
because it happened after Toby came back.
So I'm guessing around like probably towards the end of season 5. So season 6, 7, season 6 onward, everyone knew they were sleeping around with each other, and then they eventually stopped because well, I think Dwight found someone, and then she wanted to meet someone, and I think she ended up meeting the senator in season 7, I believe, because what was it? It just popped up. I think on like it was the mid-season start or the first season that both her and Pam were both pregnant,
Okay,
and now the it was just told that her and Dwight had hooked up during a certain time, and I'm guessing this happened over the summer, which we didn't actually see. So that this explains why she was pregnant, obviously.
right,
And then we get the inkling after Philip's born that and Dwight confirms like, oh, that's a shrew.
right.
But I like the way that Dwight handled it. He's like, I know the kid's mine. Like please stop BSing me. Like I'm trying to give our kid all of his inheritance. It may sound strange, but like I know that's my kid. Like don't lie to me. Stop lying to yourself. Like we both know it's mine.
Right.
Like because right now you're being torn to the man that you think you want, which is the senator, and the guy that you want, which is Dwight. Like you know you want Dwight.
Right. Like,
Because
and I think at this point, she already knows that the senator's gay. Like,
does she?
she has to.
Oh, you mean like Oscar tells her? Oh, okay, I got what you mean. Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, she still thinks the senator's straight ish. Like, it takes her a while to figure it out.
Because Oscar tells her, I think, right, and she doesn't believe it. Then she finds out,
No, Oscar has the affair with him.
and then let's see, like, and then what was it? Once like Angela hits like rock bottom, that's when Dwight's like, okay, like he's not doing this as a point of like I need to come to rescue. He's like, this is my son, this is the woman that I care about. I need to do what's right for both of them. And then it gets like she rejects him complete. Like I don't want your help. I don't need your help. When she clearly needed his help, and she was like her pride getting the best wing of it. And I understand why she said what she said. When he ended up almost running her off the road, he was like, I wanted you to want to be with me for me, not because you were just Philip's dad.
Right,
And I can understand like that was the reason why she kept rejecting him. It was like, I want you to want to love and marry me because you love me, not you're not just feeling obligated because we have a kid together. And that's an honest reason for her to say no. Like if you're just here just
yeah,
because we have a kid, then like I don't want the like you can be in his life and all that, but we're not getting married. I want you to
right.
love and marry me for me. That's why.
Because I mean, she already knew that, you know, from the get go that he would take care of the child. You know,
Mm-hmm. And
so
like,
yeah, I completely get her. You know, understand her. You know, reasons behind it.
and then what was it? Even like the like she I think she was always going to tell him, but only when it got to a point that he wanted to be there. Like he wanted to like he showed some type of way like I love you and I don't care whether that kid is mine or not. I love you and I want to be with you.
Right.
Because she told him immediately after he proposed, immediately afterwards. And like I love that he was always ready to be the dad, even if she kept denying it over and over again. He's like, I'm ready and willing to be the dad that I know I'm ready to be.
Right.
And I think that's a big change for him. And like he and contrary probably Dwight is actually good with babies because who was it? It was Cece, right?
Yeah. When Cece was a baby,
And he got her
because the
to calm
youngest,
down,
because in the Schrute family, the youngest raised the older.
which is prominent in a lot of families now today. Like it happens a lot in like a lot of families today where the older of the children ends up like somewhat taking care of the younger kids at times.
Yeah.
And Dwight was not Dwight. Jim was just so taken back by it. He's like, "There's no way this is happening." Like this crazy of a man that's like delusional in so many ways knows how to pacify a baby. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim was the youngest of his brothers, so he didn't get it. Dwight was one of the oldest ones, so he got it.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure he's older than Mose.
Yes, he's older than most. I believe Dwight is the oldest, and I think he has. Someone's
No,
gonna
no.
quote.
His I think his sister's older than Dwight.
If it is, she's the only older one because he's the old.
Yeah, because the brother that moved out to California definitely is younger than Dwight.
It's like so he knew how to take care of kids, and plus you saw his interaction with even after he had an interaction with Cece, you saw how he was with Philip,
Hmm.
and Philip loved him. He did, and obviously because his dad. So The one thing I do wish a little bit is that they changed up Dwight's wardrobe a little bit.
Oh,
'Cause
instead of him wearing almost the same thing, like they were different, but eh, not that different.
the mustard yellow shirt was a staple.
Oh yeah, had to be though.
He seemed like the typical insurance salesman that showed up at your door at the wrong hour of the day, trying to sell you something. If that's honestly the best way I
Yeah,
could put it.
I can see that.
It's like, welcome. I'm Dwight Schrute. I would like to talk to you about your quality insurance. Do you have any? No, may I come in?
And then now he's got to be a vampire. He's got to be invited in.
Oh God,
Which
that would be
also,
him.
also that was a great prank by Jim.
That was. It really was. And he got him hook, line, and sinker too.
Oh
A-
yeah,
Actually,
but
let's
and
go over the
like it
pranks.
took him. It was a day. Like it took all day to do that prank, but well executed.
Let's actually go over some of the pranks. The vampire good one was good. The CIA one was pretty good as well.
I did enjoy that one. Cover blown, destroy phone,
And then
destroy phone.
and then another one you pointed out before we start recording was the Asian Jim one, which the guy who played the Asian Jim still gets talked about that. Like when he interacts with
Oh,
people, they're like Asian Jim.
it's a constant joke. Like it still holds up. Um, I also really, the classic Jim dresses up as Dwight. That's all, like
Yep, I do.
classic.
And then when he leaves Scranton, he's still pranking him from miles away. Oh God, that was a good one. That was a real good one.
Oh yeah,
And then
you're
there's one more.
welcome, future Dwight.
No, you'll thank me later. But the two times I'm pretty sure it's more than two times. But my two favorite times where he got him back was the meatball one. I'm like
Meatball was good.
that is hilarious. The meatball one, and then what is it? The snowball. Like he got him good. He got him good.
Oh, the snowball fight was rough. That's psychological right there.
I If I was Jim, I would have stopped pranking, like, period, because like this is what happens when you break him. This is what happens when you break him. And you
Yeah,
saw the results of it. At that point, I'm like, okay, we're not pranking no more. We're not doing nothing anymore. Absolutely not. And I would have not pranked Andy either, because after you saw him punch a hole through the wall, I would have been like, okay, no more pranks on Andy anymore. Like, because this dude,
right.
and you saw the way he
He
reacted when he
gets
had his,
unhinged.
and you saw the way he reacted when you put his calculator in Jello. I'm like, why would you keep going after that?
Right, like you've pranked him before and you've seen him freak out.
Like,
Like, granted, he was being a bit much that day.
true. Like, Dwight is a person I know has a knife in the office, but he's not going
Dwight
to use
has
it
many
unless he.
weapons in the office.
And to be the one I'd be surprised to have one in the office and use one just out of pure rage.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Like Dwight would just have one strictly for just having it to make sure, like, to protect myself and my employees. But Andy be the one like, you know what? Give my crap
Today's
back,
the
tuna.
day. We cutting up this tuna good right now.
It's and then what was it? And then we'll jump into possibly one of the favorite couples of the entire show, and that's Michael and Holly. And I like what the writers did. They gave Michael a win that he needed,
Mm-hmm.
because all the dating and dates that he had up until that point where Holly was came part of his life was bad. Like the Jan relationship was the
Oh, the Jan was the
definition of
worst.
toxicity. It was the definition of toxicity in the the worst and best way.
Oh, I think dinner party definitely cultivated it to like that head of holy.
And like you saw it in the way they interacted with each other and the way she talked to him and when he talked to her. I'm like, there's like even with the dinner party, you could tell like they either fought before Jim and Pam got there, or they were just trying. There was an argument like, we know we're not doing this in front of guests, and they were just poking and prodding each other the entire night until finally it just exploded.
Oh yeah.
And like when they finally broke up, I was like, okay, finally, yes, he's
And then
free
when she
now.
comes back and is like, at the end of Goodbye Toby, Kevin runs into her, and she's uh pregnant with the um
Sperm donor,
sperm donor baby that Kevin might be the father of. Um,
which I still believe. I wouldn't be
oh
surprised.
yeah, I think it's hysterical. Um,
I wish they could confirm that like this is Kevin's baby and been like, oh my gosh, because we knew it wasn't Michael's. We knew it wasn't Michael's.
oh yeah,
And then like one of the legit things that I enjoyed about Michael and Holly's relationship is that they were just being themselves the entire time. They did not try and fake themselves. Like that was just them being them.
right.
And like she was goofy the same way he was. Even if he had an antic where he was like, she was like, I don't like Mike, I don't know about this. She still supported him the entire way. Like, this is a little weird, even from me, but you know what? It might turn out okay. Let's keep going. And like the episode where the office got broken into because they left the door unlocked.
Oh man. Well, that's the episode that David Wallace found out that Michael and Holly were dating.
Oh, was that's the exact same episode?
As the break-in.
Okay. I was pissed at David for that mess. Like, he's happy. He's calling you less. There are less issues in the office. Why would you break that up? And now he's gonna be
Right.
calling more, and there's gonna be more issues in the office because he's sad now. Like, I'm just legitimately surprised Michael did not like go off on him or just like
Well, he does
something.
he does go off on him. But it
No, I mean
takes
worse. I mean
until
worse.
oh yeah.
Because not
'Cause
only
I was
did you
gonna
take
say
away.
because
Sorry, go ahead.
he does like when they go up to Canada and he's sitting there after the deal's done and he just goes off on him.
And like David Wallace is probably in the entire show one of the most patient people in that entire show. Like the patience he has to deal with Michael is on another level because a lot of other people would have literally just like, you know what, you're fired. I cannot deal with you right
Yeah.
now. I'm stressed. This company is losing money and I cannot deal with your antics right now. But even then, he still remains patient with him. He hears him out. Like even Michael goes up to New York to come talk to him. He hears him out. He listens to him, and then he even gives him like, you know what? We're gonna have your birthday party. I mean, not your birthday, your anniversary party. I will be there. Like he could literally just said like, you know what? You're fired. Get out. There's 15 years
Yeah.
for you. He could have, but he instead takes the higher road, moves money around, has the party for him, and says, "I will be there for the party." And
Yeah.
Michael quits.
It was I think that it was more than just the party for that though. Like there was he did not like
Charles.
Charles Minor. There we go. I was having a brain fart there for a second. But yeah, he did not like Charles Minor whatsoever.
No, he did not. Charles did not like Jim. I don't think he hated Jim. I think he was just like, you know what? He's trying to do something, and like I could tell he's a troublemaker in the office, and I'm not falling for it.
No, I just think that Charles Minor goes off a lot of first impressions, and Jim had a very very bad first impression with him.
Yeah, the staring wasn't necessary. When Jim was working, he was like, "Oh crap," and then he was looking through the window. He's like, "Oh crap." And
Yeah,
if he had appeared right behind him, he's like, "Oh, what's up, man?"
yeah, but I'm also think like 100% that Charles Minor was trying to fire Jim.
Oh, 100%. Like if he gave him an excuse to, like a legitimate excuse to, he would have.
No, um, when he was when Charles Miner was asking for a rundown of all of Jim's clients, that's he was getting prepared to fire him.
Oh yeah, because I think what was it somebody I remember reading a comment about that. It's like they try and get that so they don't lose your clients for when they let you go. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Thankfully, Jim took forever to get that list.
because he didn't know what it was.
And you know what the funny thing is? Jim is a little bit smarter. I'm not gonna say fully. Like he's smarter than Michael in some ways. Michael knows what a rundown is, but Jim doesn't.
Yeah,
Because David Wallace asked him to give him a rundown of I think it was clients or something like that. And he's like, I will have it for you by Sunday night. I'm like, he knows exactly what it is. Jim doesn't.
yeah. Well, Jim was never trained on it because he never had to, you know.
The thing I'm still it still baffles me is that he didn't ask anyone else in the office what it was. He didn't Google what it was. He just kept trying to figure out what a rundown is. If you Google it, you would have found out immediately.
Yep.
And you probably would have figured out that, hey, he's trying to let you go too. Like the Google back then isn't as good as it is now. I'm pretty sure he could have asked Oscar, like, Oscar, what's a rundown? And Oscar would have told
He
him.
did. He did ask Run. He did ask Oscar.
Did he?
Yep. He asked Oscar and he asked Kevin. Well, he asked him at the same time, and well,
Wait, what did Oscar say?
can you use it in a sentence?
That sounds like a Kevin response.
It does sound like Kevin's response, but that is what.
Okay, this must have been the Superfan episode. And I might have watched it at the. Okay, I need to rewatch that episode. But it's like, and then you saw the treatment that so you'll notice this once you watch when Michael gets fired and then Charles gets sent away. When Michael's just saying goodbye to everyone, he's like, "Nope, you're done. Go on."
Oh
And then
yeah, no, I
and
saw that.
and then when Michael comes back, Charles is like, "Well, everyone's like, nope, you're gone. Goodbye." And I was like,
Yep.
that is poetic justice right there. Like that was great.
Oh yeah.
I watched that and I was like, claps all around. And then the back to Michael and Holly. The proposal was just beautiful, but I was blown away by that freaking ring he got her though.
Well, you know what they say: 3 year salary.
And I was like, who told you that, sir? And I was like, that. I'm like, what? And then Pam actually curses, which get bleeped out.
Yeah,
And I was like, that
because
is,
that's a because you got to think he's a regional manager in a fairly successful S company for the most part. So he's probably making 6 figures after the raise,
yeah,
and then he's got 15 years. So add all that, cost of living allowance upgrades and increases and all that. I mean, that ring had to be worth about the same as a house or more than a house.
yep. And like, he he was and like he after Pam said it, he's like, you think she won't like it? And Pam's like, oh my gosh. And I'm pretty sure there was something down in Jim's like, wow, I have failed as a husband.
Nah,
It was a decent
I
sized
don't.
rock, man. It was
Oh,
a decent sized
it was a
rock.
good sized rock, but a lot of times no one really cares. It's the meaning behind it,
Oh
not
yes.
the actual. You know.
I was just pointing out like this just the sheer size of it was just huge.
Oh yeah, no, massive.
Because I think you can correct me on this. I think it's the normal term was it's 3 months salary, not 3 years salary, right?
Correct. 3 month salary.
Gotcha. Something tells me someone told him that as a prank, and he legitimately thought of it.
It,
Who it was,
it's
I don't know, but
quite it's quite possible.
like something tells me it might have been Jim, it might have been Todd Packer, possibly. Although I doubt it was Todd Packer.
Yeah, no,
And
Packer would have not tried. Try to get him to not be married.
also speaking, we're gonna
So
talk briefly about Todd Packer. Todd Packer is a HR's dream case because they're waiting for somebody like Todd Packer to show up so they can. Oh God,
Like I don't know how he got away with what he did for so long.
Michael. That's simple. Bit Michael.
That's yeah, because like I can see Toby definitely not putting up with it, but yeah, Michael had probably ran interference.
But the funniest thing, and this is one of the last few times we saw him, was when he drugged the entire office. I was laughing so
Oh,
hard,
that was a good episode.
and the fact that like Andy and Kevin spent all that time together, I'm like, it's good to see, but it's like that's the only way you can get these two to spend time with each other and hang out is if they're drugged.
Pretty much.
It's still I go back to it sometimes on YouTube and it still makes me laugh every single time. And then speaking of Andy, how did you like the Andy Aaron relationship? Like, how'd you like it?
Eh,
Well, let me say this. Did you like the Andy Aaron one better than Ryan and Kelly?
yes. Ryan, to me, Ryan and Kelly was very much it was a nuisance relationship. Did not enjoy it at all.
Like, I like the way Andy courted her. I should say, like, he wanted to make sure that, like, if he didn't openly say that I like you, the way he presented himself and the way he tried was very very apparent. Like he knew that he liked her, and he wanted to make sure like I'm gonna get to the point where I can actually say this to her, but I want her to like see my actions more than words, which he did a lot of bit. In some ways, not so good. The Christmas gift, if you know what I'm talking about, and
Oh yeah, the 12 Days of Christmas.
like she came up
See,
scarred from that.
now you see, like if he would have done stuffed animals instead of the actual animals, I think that right there, boom, he like that would have been ace in the hole.
And honestly, would have been a lot cheaper because I'm pretty sure those animals did not
Oh,
cost. Yeah,
absolutely.
like he could the geese or some or whatever they were. He could have got those as stuffed animals. He could have gotten her glass or something like turtle doves and or something like
Yeah,
that.
he
Like
he
it,
could have he could have mixed it up a little bit.
and I don't even know where he got the animals. I wouldn't be surprised if Dwight sold him the animals just to sabotage him.
I mean, that is a possibility because Dwight would have access, or he would know a guy.
He would know a guy. And then when they were together, I legitimately liked him because Andy seemed a lot more calm and he seemed like he was happy making her happy. And she liked being
Right.
with him. And the fact she stood before the entire office and dumped Gabe and said she openly liked Andy
Yeah.
and then for the relationship to fall apart so like it wasn't quick, but it just the way it fell apart, I was like, they built this up for an entire season and a half just for it to crumble like this. Like it hurt me a little bit. It did.
Yeah.
But I did type this into AI and asked like who was the best partner for Aaron, and it popped up. It said Pete was.
Oh yeah, Pete is definitely because Aaron and Pete are around the same age. They both have the same interests. Where Andy was off in his own little world 90% of the time.
Talking about Cornell or his buddies, and then even at the end of all that, he still missed office.
Yep.
I just hope that they did eventually get a second chance together. I would have liked to have seen that. Like he's matured now, and like they would have had like the chance to actually be together because they I liked them together because it was it was her goofiness and his like, oh, you're playing with me. He's like, no, I'm not. What are you doing? Like
Right.
there were times where she was extremely blunt and she legitimately did not know the answer, and then he was like, no, you're kidding me, right? He's like, no, like what is it? And like even though I know you're absolutely right, like Pete was the best partner for, I still like the two of them together because the build up was good. I didn't see a lot of a build up with Pete because it was like so much undercover, but
Yeah,
it was just the openness of what how Andy felt about her and how he legitimately wanted to be with her. Like that's what I liked. I liked the chase, not the undercover stuff.
I get that. I get that.
But like, we honestly won't know because the show ultimately ended up ending, so we will never honestly know. But talking about the other a couple, Ryan and Kelly, we'll just jump into Ryan real quick because I'll get into Kelly, but let's jump into Ryan real quick. Ryan, how do I describe Ryan?
Uh, Ryan is Ryan.
I could say that, but I can't because like, it's just, dude, this Ryan is the embodiment of that guy who gets beat up in the office and then he has he leaves that place, finds a better job that pays him twice as much money, and that company buys out his old place. He's like, guess who's on top now?
Right.
And the way he treated everybody after he got the promotion, I'm like,
That was even worse.
yeah. And then I'm pretty sure, like I'm like 95% sure, if he could have openly gotten away with it, he would have fired Jim on the spot.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It didn't end up happening, but like I'm pretty sure he would have fired him on the spot, legitimately.
I can see it.
And then what was it? And then he tried to hit on Pam when she got back, and he was surprised. Like you and Jim's like that was kind of obvious when you were here, man. Like it was very obvious that he liked her and she liked him. It was kept under wraps, but you saw it.
Yeah.
And then like and then when he ultimately got fired and sent to jail, and then like what was it? That conversation he had with David Wallace when he answered the phone, I couldn't hear everything David Wallace was saying, but I heard a good gist of what he was saying. He tore into Ryan like a
Oh
new
yeah.
piece of
Well,
paper.
Ryan shouldn't have been there, and Michael didn't tell David Wallace that he was going to be there.
Michael loved Ryan like a son, even though he did not
Oh
even
yeah.
he didn't even deserve the title of Michael's son. That's the way I feel about it. Because Michael had a very open heart for a lot of people, and like the amount of times that Ryan dissed Michael, he still loved Michael. I mean, Michael still loved Ryan regardless. And then the whole conversation, the whole not conversation, the whole arc he had with Kelly, I'm like, these two are high schoolers that have been let back a bunch of times, and everybody in the school knows they're dating. They know what's going on, and they know if they split up, like they warn the new kids in school, like don't go near them. Like if they she says
Right.
she's single, she's not. She's not. She's just trying to make him jealous. And then it was I don't know how I feel about how the finale where she just literally leaves the baby to go be with Ryan. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does it had there was a silver lining because because Nelly got the baby, which I was really happy about because I know she would have raised that kid extremely well.
Oh no, I agree. She I mean she'd been wanting to have a child since forever.
There
You
was
know.
there was a small there was a small instance where I thought her and Toby were going to be an item. Like I thought that was going to be a thing. I'm like, oh, they are the writers really doing this? Are we really going to get a Toby Nelly thing? But they shut that down very quickly.
Oh yeah. Though Nellie's Halloween costume of Sexy Toby was pretty funny.
Oh man, like I think they honored Michael so many ways when it came to getting back at Toby, and like they made sure of it. I'm pretty sure the guy who played Toby, who was one of the writers for the show, pretty much I think he missed that interaction he had with Michael at times, and that's why he wrote it in there a lot.
Yeah, I can see
Like
that.
because the goodbye episode for Michael is like, other than the finale, it's one of the most tearful show episodes of the entire show. It really is. And like there's I'm gonna say this, the The song that they did for I'm not even going to say for Michael. They did that for Steve Carell. There's only one thing I don't like about a song, and I've told you this. I don't like that Will Ferrell sings in it. I don't.
Yeah.
Like you say what you want. I do not like that he sings in it because he's not an established member of the cast. He's literally only been there for like what 3 episodes,
Yeah. Three or four episodes at that point.
and you see that Ryan, who's BJ Novak, who's one of the writers for the show, he looks visibly upset that he actually is singing in the with the group, and I that's the only thing because otherwise the song is perfect. Other than Will Ferrell singing it, the song is perfect, and you could tell that it meant so much. I'm not even saying Michael. It meant so much to Steve because the tears were real the entire time.
Oh, I agree. Because the cast themselves rehearsed and like that was one take. Because you can't replicate that kind of emotion.
Nope, you cannot. And I'm glad. I'm so glad that even there was a point where some of the characters broke character while they were singing, and they still kept like, just keep going. We're just gonna go through it because what was it? Stanley broke character during the song, and like they just kept going.
Yeah,
Oscar somewhat broke character, and like they just kept going because they realized if they had to take this over again, it wouldn't have been the same.
I agree.
And like it was very heartfelt, and I loved it. I really did. And I knew once I found out like they did this goodbye for Carell, once I found out about that, I'm like, he's not coming back. Even when it was my first watch through of the show, and I didn't know anything about it. Once I knew that once they did that song and like the goodbyes that he had with everyone, I knew like
Right.
they're not bringing him back. Like he's not coming back. He's not. And if he comes back, it's going to be like for a brief part of the episode, like a flashback, or they're going to go visit him or something. But he's not coming back. And and just speaking of the finale, I think everyone in their own way got their happy ending. Like everyone from the start of the show to the characters we all got at the end of everything, everyone got their happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dwight got Pam, not Pam,
Angela.
he got Angela. Angela got Dwight. They have a family now. Oscar is running for political office, which I think he honestly should have been in the first place, not an accountant.
Right.
Kevin got a job as a he owns a bar, which he's very honestly good at. Like if you see it throughout the show, like he seemed like the type of person that would be in a bar or work at a bar. And who else? Jim and Pam still together. Jim got to do his dream job, and Pam was happy to be there with him as well, because that's the one thing she wanted. She wanted to be with Jim and be with Jim happily. Michael got Holly.
Yep.
Stanley got to retire because I know for a fact he didn't want to be at that job as much as he was.
Oh yeah. No.
Daryl got a great job that he actually cares about and he likes. I don't think he liked being a warehouse worker. I don't think he did. And he
Probably
got the
not.
job at Cornell. I don't even know what Creed wanted. You can probably answer that because I don't know what Creed wanted. Legitimately don't know.
He just wanted to do the a perfect cartwheel.
It was a pretty good cartwheel. I can't even do a cartwheel, so like, props to you, sir. And then who else am I
Right.
forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Phyllis. What was Phyllis's?
She was just with Bob Vance.
Yeah, that's it. And then Erin got her parents. She found her parents, or they found her, I should say. Toby got to write his book, which is probably going to be incriminating after years, after much further years down. They're going to probably figure out he was a strangler the entire time. Am I forgetting anyone? I think I got everyone. Meredith.
Uh, she just finished school, and that was about it.
So everyone pretty much got like a good ending, a good healthy ending. That
Yeah,
that
I'd say so.
and And with that, we're gonna just close out this episode. Do you have any final remarks about The Office? Like, how is it like? What did the show mean to you?
So it's my comfort show. I don't know like if it has any like emotional, but I it's just entertaining, and I can find something new in watching it every time. But it's a good show.
It's the I think it's the same thing for me. And like, if they're like, I've seen the show fully twice, and sometimes a clip just pops up on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go back and just visit some nostalgia and just be able to enjoy the show. Or if there's like, I get like some bad news or something like that, and I pop up and there's a clip from The Office. I know I'm gonna get a laugh out of it, and it makes me feel better.
Oh yeah, like it's what I usually put on to go to sleep too. Just because it's a, like I said, it's a comfort show.
And the characters, like, to say that the characters didn't change throughout the show is completely different. All of them had their different types of arcs they all had to go through, and no one was the same as they were when the show ultimately started. Everyone turned out
Yeah,
different in some type of way.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think the actors and actresses who play the characters, they all legitimately enjoyed being on the show. That even now, I think it was during COVID, they came together for like a reunion Zoom call or something like that, and got to talk about the show and what they're all doing in their lives. As I think the characters, I think as well. So it was honestly it was really enjoyable, and I still vouch for this show. Anyone who's not seen The Office, take like a couple 3 hours, watch a season, and you know you honestly, because people gripe about the show a lot, but it's still, even to this day, it's still a good show to watch.
Oh, agreed.
But
Definitely
unfortunately, that's
holds
all.
up.
But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Justin for joining me on this episode,
Yeah, buddy. Of course. Thank you for
and
having me.
I'm proud of you too.
Well, I said thank you for having me, but
Oh,
oh,
I am proud of him, folks. I really am. I'm very much proud of him. Me and him have been friends for, I think, what, 2 3 years now.
yeah, something like that.
So I would definitely have him on again for another episode. We might continue with Office, or we might bring another subject matter with you. But for now, we got to say goodbye, and we'll see you next time on the Hard Cannon Podcast. See you.